Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin' Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store for you today. The Royals will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Louisiana's offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Ragin' Cajuns are on the move. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Ragin' Cajuns.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Royals offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover. And defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
And the Royals line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the return, it's Smith. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give to the back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He's looking to pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Louisiana. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. La Tech delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in CUSA. Trust me when I say the party is on in Ruston.
He'll try the left side.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Eagles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Smith. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Power football with the run. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Gets it out quickly. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Into the house. Touchdown, Cajuns. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Give to the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Quarterback on the keeper. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Takes a hit as he fires. Soft spot in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Royals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Back to throw, it's Beebe. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Royals! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. Now on 1st down from the 30. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They're testing the right side here. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 2nd and short now after that completion. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They move the tight end all over. Give to the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They intercepted. Looking for more room. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Royals. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14.
Guys, one of the oldest and most spirited rivalries in the FBS is being renewed today. Oregon and Oregon State are squaring off. Here is the latest. Oregon State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Beavers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. The aerial assault continues. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And that pass picked off.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Right on target this time. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Smith. They'll immediately call timeout.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He looks that one in nicely. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the pass hits, picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try the counter. Nice move to stay on his feet. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
And the Raging Cajuns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll start this third quarter with a run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. Gets it out fast. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Royals racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Royals are moving quickly down the field.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Oh, he makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cousins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Brings up 2nd down.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pulls it in. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
At the 15-yard line. First down for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Beebe. They're trying to get to him. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Royals! Hold it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Temple looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Owls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive to say the least. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, you get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Hard running there.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the back. Never breaks stride. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And that one will give them the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being hard. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smallwood. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. The hand to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Beebe. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Royals in the hurry up. From the gun. Give on the inside. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide out in motion. Looking to pass on second down. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that drive.
And it's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw. It's Beebe. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford. Touchdown, Royals! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Number 94 set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get louder.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Raging Cajuns get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Leaves it with the running back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll go to the ground. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Smallwood. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Royals come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
First down for the offense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now from inside the red zone. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Off the play fake. He'll throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. You got to need better effort in the back end for this defense going forward.
He's going to pass on second down. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Raging Cajuns are threatening in the red zone. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is putting on quite a fireworks show today, and they're loving every minute of this one right now on the phone.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air, it's Beebe. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll throw it on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Off play action. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Coming after it. That's reeled in. It's Hall. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. The quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.